Tonight, from U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, it's time for Monday Night Football on...
The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long... Inside the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. On 1st and 10, Hall. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The numbers for him from a week ago: 8 catches, 74 yards.
And I'd certainly expect them to use him quite a bit because he runs excellent routes, has good hands, and knows how to get open.
That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. 2nd down and 7. Back to throw. Hall. Open man. He's got him. The tight end, Hockenson. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. The Vikings 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets your point in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Hall on 1st and 10. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Hopkins. Just a gain of a couple there. And that will bring up 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. The kick by Bass is good. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Brissett sets to throw it. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll run a draw now with Akers. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. On 3rd down, Brissett. He finds his man, complete. That's Porter. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It's a gain of 6, but not enough, as he'll be forced to punt on their first drive of the game.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10.
Here we go. Yellow, 43.
Throwing to start the drive. Hall, throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Here's a give to Dobbins running right. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. So 3rd down, and defensively the Rams have added 2 extra DBs. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Are you ready? 10 punt.
First carry for DeAndre Swift. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
The Vikings send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Brissett to throw on first. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And they'll get him down up past the 15. The numbers a week ago for Kupp: 7 catches, 109 yards.
And in the preseason, I thought he was primed for a big, big year. And week 1 did absolutely nothing to diminish those expectations.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. They'll try and run for this with Akers.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing it up 4th down.
Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. .33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. To throw it is Hall. Throwing to start the drive. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Well, sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
Batted by the safety, but caught anyway. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Brissett's throw pulled in by Jefferson. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Here comes the Rams punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. So here are the Vikings to take over. Last week they got a good victory over the Dallas Cowboys, and they are in the driver's seat here right now as well. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Now Hall looking to throw on 2nd down. He finds Hopkins complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. That catch, by the way, number 940 in his career, so he's 60 away from a grand, but 940, that ties him with Art Monk.
And I think it's fitting that he tied Art Monk because of the way that he goes about his business, the way that he plays the game. Not a lot of flash, not a lot of dash, but plenty of production.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Hall. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Hall. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 19. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Swift going to try up the middle. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively. Hall now to throw on 2nd down. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Here's Hall. Off play action. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
They'll run with Dobbins. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. One more time with Dobbins. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. A gigantic sack on 3rd and goal, a loss of 12.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a 2nd one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
So Tyler Bass on now for the field goal. This will be a 34-yard attempt. The kick by Bass is good. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They are still in search of their first points in the ball game, but only down 6-0 as they begin with a first down. Brissett. Across the middle, and this pass complete to Cooper Kupp. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. They'll go with Akers here up the middle, and he'll push ahead for about 3 to the 36. The Rams on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. To throw is Brissett. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick, and the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were in nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Off play action. Hall. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. On second down, a run with Dobbins. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Hall. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And his throw here's incomplete. A 3rd field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Back to throw again. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Well, Aaron Donald just so strong they can't block him, and he records the sack.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. 3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll get this into the hands of Swift once again. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. So Tyler Bass on now for the field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Bass is good. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp. And at least...
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Byron Murphy.
And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
The Vikings ready to go again on offense. And now they start in plus territory following that turnover as he'll try to get some points here before halftime.
Hall throwing to start the drive. And his throw is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Hall.
This will be taken in by Michael Pittman.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Looking to throw. Hall. A bullet throw, but incomplete. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot, and that'll keep this a 9-point game.
The Rams going to take over late in this first half. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Brissett. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
A give up the middle to Akers.
And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. And the Vikings going to take over here one more time before the half. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
To throw it is Hall. Throwing on 1st down. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Hall. A final shot before break. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, where it was the visiting Titans who were able to walk away with the road victory. Derrick Henry, 2 touchdown runs to lead the way. From there, we head down south to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they were winners in that game over the visiting Kansas City Chiefs. Desmond Ridder, 3 touchdown passes as his guys moved to 2-0 on the young season. Finally, we finish at MetLife Stadium to see what's going on with the Jets. And they were winners as they defeat the visiting New England Patriots. Breece Hall, a touchdown run in the victory. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play.
And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And now another one thrown incomplete. Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Oh, what a move. 35 yards that time on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Hall now looking to throw on 2nd down. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Here's Hall from the gun on 3rd down.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Hall.
Out to the right and complete to Pittman. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins.
And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Middle of the field to Jefferson.
And they'll get him down 2 yards shy after a pickup of 8. 4th and 2.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. They go play action with Brissett. That'll be caught. It's Cup. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 23 yards on the play.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
On the handoff, it's Akers. And he's going to have a Rams first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10.
Going right back to Akers.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. From just shy of midfield, Brissett.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Brissett. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. "39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return."
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
And now out comes Minnesota.
They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Right side, it's the tight end, Hawkinson. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Hall on 1st down.
They're going back to the same well. It's Hawkinson again.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. To throw on 2nd down. Hall. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Looking to throw. Hall.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
To the right side and complete to Jefferson.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 33. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw. Paul.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
This is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 17-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point, and what's usually direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue, not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Hall.
He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Now Hall from the gun on 3rd down.
Got an open man finding Jefferson. And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal.
Here's Swift.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Looking to throw. Hall able to get away. But now he's swallowed up and taken down.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on 3rd and goal.
He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Well, there certainly was a lot going on that play. Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
Bit of a pressure spot here for Tyler Bass.
This just 32 yards officially from the right hash.
The kick by Bass is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the fourth.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And the Rams getting set to go now.
And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brissett, complete. Jefferson the target.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
A give, running right is Akers.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
66 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
On first down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Here's Brissett. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Kupp.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. This is caught. It's Boyd. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 28. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
First down, Brissett. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 23 yards, the final tally. Even though this offense doesn't have a single point to its name, they're not totally out of this game yet. A touchdown here, they could be in business.
And how about that last play? Now they've got momentum going, so you know I'm a big advocate. Get back on the line of scrimmage. Throw another play at them while you've got them rocked on their heels.
Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal. They'll throw again. Brissett. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. A very costly sack there on 3rd and goal. Pushes him back big time. And now you'd figure the field goal team coming on 4th.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, it took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Brissett. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on 3rd and goal. And he's got his man in stride, complete. They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's 4th down.
Completed pass brings up a 4th down situation. Do you play analytics on this one? Well, what do your analytics tell you about going for it here? I wonder what they would say.
They tell me you're down by this margin, 4th quarter, you're going. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. It's the fullback. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Rams have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. And we may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And, partner, except for those on the West Coast where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that? Big-time drive right there. If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there, and they went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. Because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Hall. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield. So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins.
And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll go again with Dobbins.
And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Hall. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to put him a touchdown and a 2-point conversion up. Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs.
I remember being taught that cliches have become so for a reason. A lot of times they're true, right? What's that they used to tell us about letting sleeping dogs lie? Well, this one wasn't sleeping. Maybe it was just slumbering a little bit. But taking that gamble there, you've got the lead. You may have ignited them now that they stopped you.
That's exactly right. If you take the points here, you don't shift momentum necessarily on that play. You probably just did. A first down throw for Brissett. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Brissett on first down.
On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted.
Picked off by Byron Murphy.
And the Vikings are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for them. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field.
Another important fourth-quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Throwing to start the drive. Hall. Oh, now a strip. He loses the football. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. Get down, ball on the 10. Now Brissett. This is caught. And the Rams are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Here's Brissett. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. They took their shot for the end zone, almost cost them.
And he made the right play there, knocking it away. But, boy, it looked like he had a chance to come down with the football. And if he does that, this thing is over. Instead, he leaves him out there with another chance.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Brissett.
Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Smith. Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game. 4th down, Brissett.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked by Cameron Bynum. And the Vikings have just about sewn up this football game. Just when you thought this game might be turned on its ear, a late interception pretty much going to seal the deal.
Yeah, boy, talking about having your backs to the wall. This defense, they look like they were in danger of surrendering this lead, but they knew they needed that one play, and they got it right there, partner.
Minnesota's offense takes over possession.
And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins.
And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down.
And he stopped immediately there. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth.
On 3rd down, here's Dobbins.
And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
It's fielded at the 45. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt.
And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. So all eyes on this Rams offense. Down on the scoreboard. 37 seconds to go. They need a touchdown. A field goal is worthless now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now Brissett. He's going to float this over the middle deep.
Well, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Picked off by a Caleb Evans.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for the Vikings, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for L.A., they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.